Can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Joe!
Thanks so much to my sweet wife and her good friend Donna for wishing me happy birthday. And welcome to everyone in the chat and to my cohorts here that have made it. We have Steve the Voice White Walker from up north. How are you, Steve?
Excellent. Happy birthday, Joe.
Showing up for my birthday bash.
Yes,
Bash.
we must represent
Bash.
up north of the wall.
And below me, we have Trev, the shipping guru. Trev, how are you?
What's
Good to see
up?
you, my friend.
I almost wore that shirt, but I thought about Phil.
Yeah, but with the big game coming up, you know, between Kansas City and Detroit. I mean, come on. My friend, I got a lot of friends from Detroit, and they're going to be, you know, writing to me and doing all this stuff like that. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going for KC, baby, because I got my Trev friend over here. I can't go against him. And diagonally, we have Chuck Hensey. Chuck, how are you, my friend?
Doing great. Happy birthday to you, and
Thank you.
welcome from the great warm South. So,
Well, hopefully I'll be down past your area.
Mhm.
Every time I pass by near Raleigh as we drive down, I said, I have a friend who lives in Raleigh. So anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on today, but I want to say hello to the chat before we begin. And we're going to be giving away a lot of different things. And I'm going to look for you guys. We have about 17 people here now. Hopefully some people will join as we go along, to be a little bit loose with the money a little bit, because we're also raising money for St. Jude's Hospital tonight. And some of the giveaways are going to be tied to super chats. And I'll explain all of that after we go through it. And hopefully we'll get as much as we can. You know, what I learned in business is you have to have stretch goals, right? They say, what's your stretch goals? So I have some stretch goals. If we make it, fine. If we don't, fine. But whatever we get tonight is going to go straight to St. Jude's Hospital, Research Hospital for Children with Cancer. All right. So the thing about it is, we started right off with Terry Deadman, who gave us £5, which is about $6.21, because I looked it up. So we got a good start, you know, and we'll let you know what that's about. Les Cruz says, thank you so much, James, for the birthday wishes.
James.
All right. Sith Lordly, Spine Ticks, thank
Spine
you.
Ticks.
Thank you for showing up in the wishes. And what's this? Looking forward to this. It's been a while. Yeah, that's right. It's been a while. It's been about 1 year since my last birthday.
Yes, about a year.
How are you? Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, Chris. Appreciate it. Trev, who is here, thank you.
Yep.
Brad Wellbore, thank you for the birthday wishes. I love you guys. Okay, a little bit. Tina, wow. Tina actually made it live. Thank you, Tina. This is great.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, content, please. The fact that when I go on your show and I say content, because that means I'm getting tired. All right, so that means I'm getting tired, and I like to see something, you know, before I fall asleep. All right, let's see who else we got coming in here that has commented. Mad Spidey, yes, thank you for showing up. Thank you so much.
From down under,
far away.
Yes.
DJ Lynx is in the house. How are you? Thank you, DJ. Jerry, thank you so much. Watched another one of your videos today. You've got the patience of Job, my friend.
Oh,
I can never
doesn't
do
he?
what you do with those books.
That's incredible.
I mean, it's just amazing.
I would have set fire to them.
Some of them. The one he was working on today. What's this? The alarm worked. Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the super chat. That's going to be really terrific because, we got another one here too.
Oh, they're popping in.
We got more. All right, we got
go.
Trev, the shipping guru, $10.
And Mad
Spidey, $7.99 Australian. I don't know what that is, but I'm happy I got it. All right. Let's see. Well, Boar, we got Tim. Yes, Tina. Yes, you made it, Tina. Let's see. We got Jerry. Dagger Cards. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Who else we have? Terrific Comics. Let's see. That man. X11 Bravo. Yes, sir. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. That man does good work. Let's see. Digital Dave. Yes. Hi, Digital Dave. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it.
Dave.
Dale of Suspense.
Dale.
Mhm.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you.
Dale.
When you were born in 74, so that means, Chris,
That it?
that I
Mm.
could possibly be your daddy.
No wonder we butt heads. Same age as my brother.
Then that means that Chris is half American. Then does that mean he can get a green card?
Could be something that you're not aware of, Chris. You know.
There, you can have dual
Mark
citizenship.
Andrews, thank you, Mark,
Right.
my friend. My
Mr.
friend, I
Andrews.
appreciate it. Let's see, who else do we have here? A lot of back and forth. Yeah, KC versus Detroit. I think that's this weekend. I'm not sure. Yes. Thank you, Richard. Yes, Richard. Richard is one of the channel members, and we'll go over them in a minute.
Excellent.
Let's see. Free Key Louie. Thank you, Free Key Louie. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it, my
Yes, and
friend.
brother.
Yes, he's a great guy. Collectibles to Astonish. Thank
Hey.
you so much. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Who else do we have here? Let's see. All right, collectibles. We got
Yeah,
that. We got
lots in
Free
there.
Key saying
21.
hello to people. Other people
21.
saying hello.
Oh, Digger Jim.
There he is. Yes, Digger. I got to
Hey,
watch
Digger
your new
Jim.
video, Digger. I didn't get a chance to do that yet. Thank you so much for showing up and happy birthday wishes. Brian, Elsie, yes, my pal. How you doing? Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. And there he is. There's Mad Spidey's $7.99 Australian. You're all in.
Yep, he's
Okay.
all in.
It is for charity. Yes. All right. And there is Trev. Thank you so much. $10. We're almost. I think we've made already we may have made already the second level on this thing with all you guys coming up with this cash. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Shop. Yes. How are you? Good to see you.
Shop for
All
comics.
right. Oh,
Shop.
this is tiring. Now I know what Sith Lord he does. I mean, he does this for half an hour. I don't know how he could do this. Let's see. All right. And let's congratulate Brian, member for 12 months. Yes, thank you,
Ooh,
Brian.
A full year.
Yeah, a whole year.
Wow.
My pal, Phil, Philtastic Comics and
Hey,
Art.
Phil.
You got to watch Phil's. You got to watch Phil's
His reveal.
reveal. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really great. I got to put my order in for that. It's terrific.
Absolutely.
All right. So I think that we're done. I think we have everything. So,
Yeah, so
let's
far.
see. What's this?
22.
Okay. I'm told that $7.99 Australian is almost $5 in the US. All right. Thank you so much
Almost.
for that information. Okay. All right. So, and we're getting a few anniversaries. Yes. Another member for 12 months.
Man.
Yes, thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. All right. So let me try to explain to you what we're going to do today. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to give away something. Let's just do this right now.
There you
You
go.
know, why not? As a matter of fact, I should have been prepared and I'm not. So, let me think. It's just crazy stuff because
It's
I'm
a
sitting there-
flyby birthday show, folks.
Right.
Flyby for birthday.
I was going to have a producer here. I have a guy who's my producer all the time, but he couldn't make it tonight. If I had him here, it would be very easy, because he would be doing a lot of this stuff for me.
Right.
That's
Is his name
Alan.
Bruno?
No,
Is that Mark Andrews?
Oh, Richard, thank you so much. Yes, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. So St.
The
Jude's
birthday
Research
card, I
Hospital
went
for
this
Children
route.
with Cancer is going to be happy for you.
Yep.
Mark, $10
Mark,
Canadian.
Nice.
Go. Let's go.
Can I ask you guys to keep tabs on this?
Yeah.
I can't do everything.
Yeah,
Chuck,
it's
did you keep tabs on all of these?
$3.
I got
It's like $2.99.
You can do the
$3.99.
conversion. $10 Canadian. What is it? $2.99 was that?
Something like that. I don't know what the conversion rate is.
It's
It ain't great.
It's around 60 or 70 cents, I think. Anyway, but Mark, thank you anyway. That's fantastic. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me try to explain to you. First, let's give something away. All right, the first thing we're going to give away, and these go without any kind of requirement of super chat or anything like that. Okay, so the first one is I got a bunch of independent comic books. All right, so let me show you what we got. All right. This is from a web comic that was put together by Dark Horse, Penny Arcade. It was a web comic from 2005. It's kind of funny. It's not bad. Gloomhaven, Fallen Lion. That's the game, right? I haven't played the game, but I read this and it's kind of interesting. If I had time and I wasn't slowly going senile, I might consider doing the game. James Tinian wrote this. I read this. This is actually pretty good. I mean, he's a good writer. I kind of enjoyed this.
That's his special book. He's got a special place in his heart for that book.
Yes, he does. He does. I read about that there. Now, these are two black box comics. I have to say, I got these a while back. I think they were gifted to me, and I didn't read them for a long time. So, Devil's Dominion, these are really good. I think this is a 10-issue thing. I mean, read it. I might go and see if there's a trade because I really enjoyed this first issue. This one I really liked. Psycho List. Very, very good. I mean, look at these covers. All right.
That's great.
This was
that is awesome.
Yeah.
This was written by Kevin Graveau. I think is the way he says his name. That's the guy who did the Blue Marvel comic book.
Okay.
And I have a Blue Marvel video that I did, and he commented on it. Because I was explaining, why is this so popular? Well, if you read the story, it's a pretty good story. But he answers in the comments below. He put down, I think I know why it's popular. So I said, well, I guess you would know, but he didn't tell me why. So
What a stinker.
All right. And this one, I just love this cover. This
Nice.
came from Nerdy Girls collection. All right.
Ooh.
So this is Stranger Things and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's
Coming
funny.
up out of the sewer.
So we got a bunch of comic books. Going to give it away to somebody. Hope, Chuck, I'm going to rely on you to be able to tell me who wins and keep a list for me.
Okay. No problem.
Right. So we need to get a, let's see. We need to get a hashtag. So why don't we start off by saying hashtag old guy.
Old guy.
Oldish.
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 Oldish guy.
Oh, the oldish guy. Let me get it up for you guys. Let's see. Present. Where
So
is it?
Chuck, I
Yeah,
wrote down
screen
the super
and
chats.
share.
Yeah.
Hashtag old guy. Let me bring it up.
Tina.
Tina.
There we go, Tina.
Tina, thank
Awesome.
you so much. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. So we've made the first 2 levels for the extra stuff. So that's really great. I'm pretty sure we did. All right. All right. So hashtag old guy. So I did ask people to write me some questions. So I got some questions. And you guys either in the chat or here can ask questions also. So the first one was, who was your favorite comic character back in the 60s and 70s? And who is your favorite today? Well, people that watch my channel, especially watching the Comics My Mom Let Me Keep, knows that back in the 60s and even the early 70s, other than the Justice League of America, which I kind of liked a lot, I was a Marvel guy. And my favorite character, believe it or not, was Ben Grimm of the Fantastic Four. I love the Fantastic Four. It was the comic book of the day. Spider-Man was a close second, and I collected both of those, X-Men, Avengers, but I loved Ben Grimm. I just loved the guy. I felt he was sympathetic, and when he had a win, I felt really good for him. Today, it's funny. I would say it was Superman for a while. Then it was It was Superman until Brian Michael Bendis took over. Then it became Batman.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then it became Batman until he didn't actually marry Catwoman.
Dropped it
Really
like
annoyed
a
the
top.
hell out of me. I was collecting those things and I stopped and so forth. All right, let me just stop for a second here. We have Dagger Cards, $2 Canadian. Thank you so much.
And
Fantastic.
Brian, LCS.
And Brian, yes, $5 American, I think. So if I had to go with somebody today, I mean, right now, I kind of like Geiger, to be honest with you.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a
Because
great one.
Wow.
That's a good
the
choice.
storyline I mean, Spider-Man would have been it 3 years ago, but they just destroyed him. I mean, I've tried to pick it up a few extra times. I have so many Spider-Man comic books. I was collecting every single one, variant issues and all that, but it just got so bad. I just stopped, which really in some ways hurt me. Anyway, but Geiger, I mean, the whole storyline and where it's going to go just intrigues me. And the fact that we're still trying to figure out who he is and how he works things, I might go with him. I don't know. I'd have to give it some more thought, but I think that might be
excellent choice.
Yeah.
Excellent choice. That whole ghost
I knew you would
machine
like
is
it.
awesome.
I knew
I would
you
have
would
guessed
like
Mr.
it.
Gold.
Izzy, my pal.
Hey,
how you doing?
Izzy.
What up, Izzy?
Yeah.
Steve,
I would have
Geiger,
guessed Booster Gold.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Steve, I
Okay.
tell you, this right, Ghost Machine's going to put you on the payroll, man.
damn right. I hope. I need the cheddar.
They need the money. All right. So we've got 15 people. All right. And we've got 19 here. So let's give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, up to 16. I'll give you another 3, 2, 1. And let's draw. Let's see who wins this one. These are the independent, the indies.
Spin, and it is.
It is
coming around.
Wellborn.
Oh, good for you. All right.
Now,
Up in the
problem with you
frosty north.
Canadians is the problem with you Canadians is that they're not accepting anything. Now I'm gonna have to bring this down to Florida and mail
Yeah.
it to you from Florida.
No, we're up and running now, so I don't know.
But yeah,
So,
but are they taking new stuff because they wouldn't let me mail anything?
yeah, they're taking
No,
new
still
stuff.
won't.
New stuff
still
was a
wouldn't let me mail
well
anything.
up here, new stuff is a priority, and the old stuff they're slowly working through. But again, since they were legislated back, they're pissed off. So I'm sure they're just dragging their feet.
I don't know. They won't let me mail anything over here. Damien, thank you so much. That's so terrific. I
Nice.
appreciate
Nice.
it.
Could be work the rule.
You
who
mean I have
knows?
to share it with them?
Damn copyright. Anyways,
All right. So we've got the independent ones are going to Wellbore in Canada. All right. So let me put these down here. All right. Okay. And we answered our first question. So let me tell you what we're going to do here for the rest of the time. And we'll have to kind of take a shot right now. Well, how much money do we have, Chuck?
We're taking shots.
Yeah.
we're sitting.
Oh, we have to
doing
do
math.
math too.
Looks like we're
Steve's
over
out.
$50.
We're over 50.
We're
Okay.
over 50. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe
Didn't do
you
the
can-
conversion rate on the
because
pounds and the.
It's
the-
now
working
becoming a
on it,
little bit more
okay?
significant.
I'm a history teacher, not an
All right.
right.
Here.
Yeah. I'm a welding teacher, not a math teacher.
That's right. You're even less qualified than me.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not an engineer.
I start fires. I don't put them out.
Right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. There's going to be different levels. So we've already reached a few of them. So we have 5 super chats is the first level. Now, because we have 5 super chats, we're going to add this book to the mix. Firepower.
Nice. That's a good one.
This is really a good read.
That was a good series.
Yeah, really good read. This is volume 1. All right. It's volume
at-
1 of Firepower.
We're at
written
9 super
by
chats
Kirkman.
right now.
Yeah, it really, really is very good. So this is now added to the list. All right. And since we got to $10, this hasn't even been opened yet because I read the original things and I bought this. Batman Future State by John Ridley. Brand
Nice.
new. It's the first 4 issues plus a bunch of other things taken from Detective Comics and so forth. So we're going to give this one away as well. Okay. Because you guys are so generous. It's amazing. All right. The next one is $25. And we got to that. Is it $25? No, $15.
He's got his tears there. He's going through
Yeah,
the
I got my
tears.
tears. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's just leave it. All right. So we have $15. So for $15, we're going to add these books to this. Let's see. Make sure I get the right ones. All right. The first one is Nick Fury and his Agents of. Now, these books that I bought when I was a kid. So they're not. This one is not in the greatest of shape. Okay. But it's Nick Fury and his Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #2 from 1973.
Ooh. Out
Yeah.
of the personal collection of Joe.
I love this.
something
I love
Joe
this
had as a
cover.
kid. That's awesome.
I love this
Jesus,
cover.
Yeah. The provenance
along
of
with
that
that-
book alone is worth tons.
is
Oh,
there's a good
damn.
one.
Here we go.
good one. First
There you
appearance of Rogue and Madeline Pryor.
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
King size Avengers number, what is it, 11? 10.
10.
King size
Yeah.
Avengers number 10.
Great book.
Okay. So we already got to this level, right? So according to my mathematician,
First
according to
appearance of
mathematician,
Punisher at $200 now.
we have gotten to the $25 level. And the $25 level, we have, again, from Joe's collection,
Oof.
Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 15.
You need to write your name on the top of those books too.
I should. Let me write that right now. Wait a minute. I forget what year this was, but it's a 12-cent one. It's a long time ago. All right.
So that's in the late 60s.
Yeah. And along with that,
Yeah.
Justice League of America number 55, which is the first Silver Age appearance of the Golden Age Robin.
Wow, look at
This could be, if, depending on its condition, it could be fairly expensive.
That's a cool book.
Okay. So we've got that. That's going out. $50. We made the $50 one. Now, here's the point. For $50 and $100, I am going to only put the people who gave super chats the ability to get these. Okay.
Yeah.
So for $50,
Wow.
here's what
So far,
you
1 in
people
9
that put in
chance.
super chats can get. What I do with them?
What do you do with them? Where are they? Where is it?
You are going to get the possibility of 4 slabs and a special comic book.
Oh, first
What?
Punisher?
right.
First Punisher?
We have 2 Radiant Black slabs, which I was reading and collecting at one
Oh,
point.
there's a great one.
So I bought
Yeah.
these slabs. That's one.
Radiant Black.
Another Radiant Black.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Then we've got,
Ooh,
this is a good
shiny.
one. This was
Shiny.
hard to give up, but I think it's
Ooh.
really worthwhile. It's
Damn.
Superman. I probably should have taken them out of these things. Number 82 from 1993. It's Chromium Goodness, collector's edition.
90s
All right.
goodness shiny books.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right. And the 4th slab, let me take that out of this thing here, is
Bobby.
Spider-Man Marvel Snapshot number 1 from 2020,
Oh, cool.
9/8. I just love the back better.
Yeah, with Chapman.
Oh, yeah.
Great back cover.
Fantastic. Besides those 4 slabs, again, this is only limited to people who put in super chats. You will get
Wait, there's more.
this. I have kept a few of my mailers
Wow.
with, I have about 10 left.
Wow.
I'm not sure what's in here.
Oh my
But-
God, never opened.
What?
It is
Holy.
from 1974, it seems.
Oh,
All right.
mystery
That's
one.
awesome.
So whatever it is, this goes along
Holy
with
crap!
the.
How did you not open those?
And if we get to, excuse me,
How
It
did
could
you
be
not open
giant size
those?
X-Men 1.
Yeah, it could
I
be.
doubt it.
That's a thick
And-
book. though.
Right. Come on.
Maybe I'm going to peek and make sure it's not that.
Yeah, it's a Punisher book.
No. And if we make it to $100, and again, one of you is going to win all of this $50 and $100 things. One person, I'm going to take them from the super chats. All
We're
right.
pretty close now. We're at 7.
You will-
thereabouts.
Also get this.
Oh,
This is, it's signed by, at the bottom, by Arthur Adams. Did this in
Oh,
February
wow.
of 24. It's his expansion of the cover. Let me see. Yeah, there you go.
Holy
It's his
cow.
expansion of the cover of Fantastic Four number 100.
That's cool.
That is
All right.
really cool.
This is
Wow.
really cool.
Is
It
it
really
that's a print though, right?
It's a print, yes.
Yeah. Still, it's freaking awesome.
No, if this is the original, you would not be seeing this. on the show. Okay, so that's pretty cool, huh? So if you put in a super
very.
chat,
That's
if
very
we
cool.
go over, we've gone over 50. It appears. If we go over 100,
Yep.
I include this on that as well.
did you hear that, people?
What do you think
Included in
about
all
that?
that? Make a super chat right now.
All this can be yours for the low price of a super chat.
So we've had a lot of statements before, you know. as we
There's
went
Izzy. I was waiting for him to comment. That's his favorite artist.
along. Ben Copton, yes, hi. Thanks for showing up.
Sorry,
Appreciate
Brad.
it.
We're gonna have to send a dragon down to get your comic books and bring them back up here.
Timothy James, thank you. Thank
We'll
you
leave
very
it.
much.
We'll just leave it at the wall.
Leave it at the wall. We'll get it.
Old
Come
school
through the
Marvel.
tunnel.
I'm gonna raid his house. What we're gonna do?
Oh God. What's this? I love Chuck's expressions. Each time Joe holds up a book.
Like, what the hell?
Nice pack of books. All right.
A
Okay.
mailer from Joe. Like, how many of those did you open
Right.
in
I
total?
think I have about 10. I opened some up because and I tried to get rid of a lot of them don't have a mailing crease, only a bend.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
And the
wow.
bend I've been able to take out. As a matter of fact, I had a shadow number 1 and they looked really in good shape and
Yeah.
it just had the bend. So I got the bend out, I sent it in, I got a 9.2 on it. That's from 1973.
Wow.
So I was pretty happy with that.
I just
Yeah.
can't believe that you got them mailed to you and you never bothered to open them back in the day. Like
I
that.
had a
That's
whole-
still
I had
that
a whole
boggles
box
my
of them.
mind. Like, what the heck was going on with Joe at the time?
Another one from
Another
Terry.
one.
Thank you. Another
5 more pounds.
5 more pounds.
Thanks, Terry.
Okay. All right. So since now we're behind times, let's give away a few more of these things. All right. I've got a Batgirl package. All right. This is the new 52. No, this is Rebirth. Sorry, Rebirth. And it includes the copies that involve the Son of the Penguin, which is kind of an interesting storyline that they had back in the day. All right. So there's 6 books all together. Let me go back here and get the giveaway tool.
Hashtag.
Hold on a second. Let's go back. Come on. This is why I need my producer. All right.
Yes.
All
Scrolling.
right. And the hashtag
Scrolling.
will be, I'm not that creative.
Oldish guy.
HBO sucks. No wait. Oh, never mind.
Spring
The
chicken.
hashtag is Batgirl.
Batgirl. Batgirl.
Yeah, Jackson. Somebody already sang happy birthday to me.
Yes.
You know? So
That's why the subs went down.
You guys can say, yeah. You guys can sing it in the chat. Shout it out.
all right. So let's go to another question while we're waiting for people to sign up here. So
All right.
this
Izzy
is from
Burst.
Terry. My first question. Terry gave me about 250 questions, so we'll take a few of them. Can you remember the first comic book you were bored or the first one you bought or both? Do I remember it? Oh gosh, what was it?
Ooh.
It's one that I don't have anymore. I'm not sure what happened to it. It probably did not survive the comics my mom let me keep. It was, I think, given to me by my best friend, John. It was a coverless Superman comic book. I don't know what the number was, but it was in 3D. So it being like back in like I think it was from 1959. So being like an 8-year-old back then with the 3D glass and stuff like that, it was really, really super cool, you know? And I had that. I remember having it, but I ain't got it anymore. The first one I bought, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. I don't know. All right. His second question is, what made you a collector rather than a reader? It's a disease, you know, like everybody else here. You know? You collect things. I always collected stuff, you know. I have a bunch of paperbacks from the 1960s that I still have now. I have a bunch of stuff from like Boy Scout knives that I collected. I just like collecting things for a while until I lose interest in them, you know. And so here, you know, this is just something that's kind of lasted throughout. And let's see anything more from my third question. Did you ever have what today would be classed a grail and swapped for another book to read with a friend, like an FF1, X-Men 1, AF-15, Spidey 1? I should be so lucky.
It's in one of those mailers.
It's in one of the mailers. No, but what did happen, I've told this story before, I'll do it quick and then we'll draw the Batgirl. What did happen was when my best friend John and I, we used to collect stuff all the time, right? And We got some more Jerry the Jitterbug.
Another
Yes,
one,
thank you,
Jerry.
Jerry. Appreciate it.
Jerry,
Yes,
thank you.
Jerry.
Jerry's in the running there. So when my friend John and I went to high school, we still lived in Manhattan. I still had all my comics. I had not had to get rid of them. And his mother said that because he was going to high school, he had to get rid of all his comic books. So he sold me, and you guys know, some of you guys know this. He sold me like X-Men number 2 through 38, Avengers number 2 through another number, I forget what. Fantastic Four number 3, 5, and 7 through whatever for 2 cents each. I still have those comic books. All right. If you watch the comics one let me keep, you'll see them. So I got those for 2 cents each. So it took me a while to pay it off because 2 cents at that time was a lot of money for me. But that was probably the closest I can get to answering, Terry, your question. So that's a whole load of books. Now you say, why don't you have number 1? Well, at the time, he told me that he had promised the number 1s to his cousin. Then a few years ago, when Shazam, the first Shazam movie came out, his wife and my wife went along with John and I to see the movie, and we had dinner afterwards. And I said, hey, you remember, giving me those comics for 2 cents? He goes, yeah. I said, do you remember why you didn't give me number 1? He said, I didn't give you number 1? He didn't remember. I said, no, you didn't.
Oh.
I said, why not? And I told him because you said you're going to give it to your cousin. He said, oh, he probably threw them out. And I went, ah! So crazy stuff. Anyway, so that's as close as I get to answering the question. And we have $9.99 from Phil-tastic Comics. Phil, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that so much. That's fantastic. Okay. So let's draw the Batgirl. Let's see who gets the Batgirl stuff. And here we go. And it is
Jerry again.
Jerry.
We'll get to Jerry again in a second. Jerry!
Yeah, Jerry.
And we got the Jerry.
There you go. What you say his name? Beetlejuice.
Not up his alley, but he did give.
And Joe, that puts us over 100. That's over 100 now.
It's over 100. Okay, so we got the whole
Steve.
thing.
Well,
We're
close.
going to
It's
do
really
that again.
right there.
Fantastic. We're over 100. Now we just got to get all the names on a wheel, which is going to be a chore.
We're already over 500 Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the
Plus a snowball.
banner now because we don't need it anymore. Okay, fantastic. All right, Jerry, thank you so much. All right, so Jerry gets the Batgirls. All right, fantastic. All right.
Gary B.
All right.
How's it going, Gary?
I'm gonna do the next one right away. Gary, you're here, Gary. Thank you so much,
Gary is
Gary, for
here.
showing up. All right, let me first set this thing up so I can get back. Oh boy, I really need. Where's my producer? He had to have a family thing going on.
Where is your producer?
Oh
See?
man.
You need to let him go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, you know what?
He works for bananas, right?
No, he's really good. He's a good guy. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. The next giveaway. Let me go back. I made a mistake. Sorry.
Oh, collectibles to astonish.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to say hello to people for me because I'm not probably gonna miss them. So you gotta
Thanks
look
for the $5.
That's collectibles. Thank you so much.
terrific. Thank you. All right. So next giveaway that we have is this is the only full-length Fantastic Four story ever illustrated by Neil Adams. All right.
Oh,
And it's Fantastic Four antithesis.
Antithesis?
Antithesis. All right.
Antithesis.
So you can see the cover there from him, number 1.
Nice.
I think we have both number 2s. We have both the regular and a variant. All right.
That's cool.
Yeah. This is the whole story.
what's
Nice
up, Ian
call.
and Beck?
Number 3
Ooh.
and number 4. And number 4 is I think it's a key because Reed Richards becomes Mr. Galactic. That kind of is part of the ending. I'm not going to tell you what that means, so I don't ruin the story. So this is the next one. Let's add it to the stage. It's hashtag fantastic.
There we go.
Boy. And Collectibles to Astonish. Let me acknowledge you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're on point with the names tonight, Joe.
Yeah, right. If one of you guys could collect the names of the people that have put in super chats, I have to tell you something. I can't do all this at one time.
I got them.
Yeah.
I got them.
You
I got all the names.
add them to the private chat.
Okay.
And that way I might be able to put it together in time.
Might be able to.
I don't know if the capitals matter. Do they matter?
No, it doesn't. I don't
No,
think
it
it
doesn't
does.
matter.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So why don't you guys talk about something while I do the producer stuff here?
Producing, making producing noises, doing producing things,
Well,
producing stuff.
we should mention that if you're excited about movies like the Fantastic Four, make sure to show up at the end of the month, because we're going to have a roundtable group of people talking about the movies that are being projected for this year.
That's right.
And so there's a lot of great movies to talk about.
Gary B.
Thank you,
We just
Gary.
hope that some of the early reports from DC Universe are overblown.
That's right. So you have 4 movies coming out, 3 Marvel and 1 DC movie, and we're gonna tell people what we think will happen.
3 Marvel and 1 that matters. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Hey, I just want to say, Creature Commandos has gotten a lot better. I
Yeah,
was very skeptical of
is.
it the first 2 or 3 episodes, but the one that broke this week was quite good.
wasn't that great? Yeah,
It was quite good.
I would say the last 2 were good. 3 and 4 were both really good. I
Yeah.
think.
there's only 1 more left. It's only a 7 episode season.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, unsub Trev. Trev, Matt Spidey's on.
Unsub.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. All right, one more question here while we wait. From Tina. Do you look back through your collection and wonder why you bought it? Like a cringe factor type of book or character? Yes.
What were you thinking?
Yes. When I go back, sometimes I look at some of these things. But I'll tell you something. The old books that I bought as a kid, because I had to choose them back in 1969, though I've given a few of them away, all right, like a couple of them today, I have to tell you, I have an affinity for them. And it's tough to give those away because I feel like they're part of my childhood or early adulthood, and so it's tough to do that, but I just do it, and because I think people, enjoy having some of those things. So hopefully that works out for people. So we got 26 people here, 19 so far. Okay, let's see. This is going to be hard to do. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you putting the names here, but it's going to be hard to do.
Typing things.
It's going to be hard.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Beep, 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 beep,
Guys,
beep.
instead of killing myself on this, if it's okay with you, and I'll ask the chat, what I'm going to do is, when this is over, I will do a video with the wheels of names to see who wins the special, giveaway. Because that way I can sit down, make sure I get all the names right. I don't want to miss anybody. I'll do a video together, and I'll probably do it tonight or early tomorrow, and just look for it, and I'll publish it tomorrow.
Thanks, Gary B.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you guys? Because
Yep.
I don't want to just screw it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, so let's see. We got 24 and we got 19 people in. That sounds pretty good to me.
Those are good odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary. Everybody that does a super chat's in a special giveaway. So
You missed it, Gary? It's
And you got here late, so yeah.
He's disqualified. Yeah, we had to get to $100, and which I think we've passed by.
Yeah, we're past. Yeah, we're good.
Which I am so ecstatic, and I think you guys are just fantastic. I mean, I had here some videos of some of the poor kids that were at St. Jude's Hospital, and I always tear up. And I was going to show that just to get you guys to contribute, but I didn't have to do it, which is good because you don't want to see me tearing up. That's not good, you know. But I figured that would do that, so I don't have to do that now. So I'm happy about that. Gary was cooking dinner for his kid. Oh,
Yes, he
okay,
was.
Gary, you're good. You're a good father. You're a
And
good
thanks,
father.
Gary, for the super chat. If you guys didn't catch
Yes,
it,
indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
good $5 super chat. All right, so we got 19, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's going to win the Fantastic Four
Roll it.
by
rolling,
Neil Adams?
rolling.
Scrolling,
Tina,
scrolling.
probably, right? Tina.
And the winner is
Tina.
Trev.
Trev!
the Shipping
There you go.
Guru.
Yeah.
He gets the Marvel books. Fantastic.
Excellent.
I love it.
Because, he's all about Marvel.
Hey, they're Neil Adams. I will accept them.
They are Neil Adams. Yes, they are Neil Adams.
Hey, you love your Dr. Afra. That's Marvel. So there you go.
That's true.
I
That's
don't
Marvel.
consider Star Wars technically Marvel. I really don't.
Hey, look,
You
they
know?
publish it, so it's Marvel.
That's its own universe. I mean,
It is too, because Dark Horse has
Yes.
it too, right? So it's
you are
crazy.
correct though.
Yeah. That's well.
Rigged.
Can anybody have to really go from one company to the other?
Brand loyalty. I'm loyal to the stories. If they're good, the
No,
artwork's
yeah,
good.
I just give people crap for that.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so
My
we got to
collection's
keep
about
going, guys,
50-50.
because I have so many things to give away. It's just like taking too much time. So the next giveaway are a bunch of Marvel books.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great cover. All right, let me do it like this. Uncanny.
Words are hard.
Those
Yeah.
dentures. Uncanny X-Men number 511.
Oh, look
Greg
at that
Land's
cover.
cover from June
Damn.
2009. I love this cover. That's why I buy now lately. If I buy some things because I like the covers, I really like this cover.
Yeah, it's like a Steranko almost, The Polaris one. That's cool.
Kind of,
but in
yeah.
gold now.
Yeah, very nice. I have this totally awesome Hulk number 23 homage
Oh,
to
yeah.
the
There we go.
Hulk annual number 1. All right. I've got this great negative space.
Snapping the fingers.
What's his name?
Thanos.
Thanos. Thank you. Oh, God. All right. By John Tyler Christopher.
Or you could say Grimace.
This is
but,
relatively recent. It's Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy number 1.
Yeah, I knew you could do it, Joe.
Again,
Throw
a
those
great
words in.
cover. With talking about Star Wars,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
40th anniversary cover.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a wicked one.
All
All
right.
right.
It's a key. It's a one-shot collection of. It's really cool because it's a collection of different covers.
Yeah, I remember when that came out. I got the
Mhm.
variant one of that too, and then it's got all the
Yeah.
covers inside.
Yeah.
I
so
want to
it's
say
really good.
there's 2 issues, and there was like 30 issues that they did covers for that, and there's
Yeah.
like those 2 issues have all those covers in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Digger Jim likes the negative space. All right.
Mhm.
Oh, he's
And the
gonna be
last
putting
one-
the name in.
Oh man,
I honestly don't know how I got this, but it's Wolverine Origin and Endings Part 4 or 5.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
Kind of a cool cover.
that is. That'll work.
It might have been a cover buy of mine. All right, so we've got. Let's see, how many do we have here now? We've got Thanos. What did I do with these? What did I do with them? I'm so confused, guys. Really confused.
You need some post-it notes. We got to
Yeah.
send Joe post-it
I
notes.
need more room here.
Okay.
All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to add the thing to the stage. It is
Marvel.
hashtag Marvel.
Yeah, I knew it.
No, wrong way.
Perfect.
Hashtag Marvel.
Hashtag Marvel.
Yep.
Get
Hashtag
it
Marvel.
in there, people.
yeah, Jackson, you haven't seen those uncovered books? They're just books of covers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Those have
posters.
variants.
There's like movie posters and stuff, I think.
All
too,
Marvel
isn't there?
books. Trev's fingers will burn when he types.
I see. I just won that, so I don't have to type this in.
There's a variant cover on a book of variant covers. Correct.
Yeah.
Well, look, Gary has the wrong.
Yeah.
Where is it? How come it?
Right
didn't-
under Izzy.
Oh, I just
Trev
love
loves Marvel.
these people go too fast here. Yeah, there it is.
Hashtag Trev loves Marvel. There you
I should
go.
have done that. That would have been a good one, Gary.
Maybe the next one. You got another Marvel pack?
No.
Oh, you could do
All
it
right.
for it anyway.
Another one for Dina. Which, if any, comic characters influenced you as a kid? Did you ever want to be a reporter like Clark Kent? No. But, like all kids, we lived in Manhattan and stuff in an apartment. So, I put the towel around my neck and make believe like it was like Superman or stuff like that. But I remember as a kid, we used to go visit some of my relatives moved out of Manhattan to Staten Island, which we eventually did. So I blame them for losing half of my comics because since they moved there, we eventually did too. Before we moved there, we used to go visit. And we'd visit by taking the IRT number 1 train to South Ferry, catching the Staten Island Ferry. Great ride. Go over to Staten Island. Then we had to catch a bus. And so I developed a hero in my own head using my Boy Scout knife. And his name was the Finder. And I remember like bringing the knife with me, which today probably they would arrest me or something like that. But
No doubt.
bringing the knife with me and being there waiting. And, the bus terminal in Staten Island was brick and people would write stuff in the brick. So I took the knife out and was like digging, making believe like I was trying to find some sort of clue for something or other. And I don't know what superhero that might have been, but it was my own made up superhero in my head that I made believe I was for a while. When I was
You were the Finder.
I was the Finder. Yeah, I was the Finder.
Sound like the question to me.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Let me get rid of this thing or else
Detective Joe.
stupid
Screwed up my
autocorrect.
sentences. I don't think that was Gary. I really don't.
What's this? I figured Joe was influenced to be a lawyer by Harvey Raymond Randall.
Birdman.
Better than Ironside. So
Yeah. Well, I used to watch Perry Mason all the time when I was a kid, the original Perry Mason thing. It was amazing how he managed to win every time.
Is that what influenced you to become a lawyer? Was that?
No, you want to know what influenced me to be a lawyer?
What?
When I was a kid growing up, and it's even now to some extent, though I'm disillusioned quite a bit. My goal was, believe it or not, to be U.S. Senator from the state of New York.
Right on.
Wow.
And so
Goals.
as I went along, I figured the best way of doing that was to become a lawyer. But by the time I decided to go to law, I was a high school teacher then for a while. And by the time I decided to be a lawyer, I no longer wanted to be senator from the state of New York because I saw the CRAP. Can I say crap? Yeah, that's all the crap that went on. So, you guys know that I decided to become a lawyer in the Playboy Club in Chicago, right? I think I told that story, so I won't tell it again. But the point of the matter is that I loved being a lawyer. I did litigation, regulatory work, a bunch of different things, and it was just privacy. And it became a big deal. I was a chief privacy officer for a Fortune 50 company, in 50 different countries. Got a chance to travel a little bit towards the end of my career. So it was a great experience, and I managed to make some good money. So I think that's big. But it really was, the whole idea was that I wanted to be a senator, and so I always had in the back of my mind maybe going to law school. And I finally decided in Chicago at the Playboy Club that I was going to do that. Of course, I was a little drunk when I did that, but that's besides the point. Okay.
All the ladies there are like,
all right.
we sure do love them lawyers.
I'm sure they were encouraging you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. So we have 27 people. Only 17 people care about the Marvel comic books. That's like the lowest one so far, Trev. So
As expected.
Just,
And you even got
All right,
Chris
guys.
Beer to say it. So
yeah, right. All right. I'll give you 5, 4,
Type.
3,
Type.
2,
Type.
1. Draw. Let's see who's got this one.
2.
And we have
coming round the bend, and we got
Tina.
There we go. Good.
Tina.
I don't know.
Love
The matchups on this are a little bit weird. but that's okay.
Someone's
Tina,
gonna say that's
congratulations.
rigged.
And thank you, my
Rigged.
friend, for showing up today. I know it's tough for you to make these shows now because of your work situation, but I
Much
really
appreciated.
appreciate it. You know. So anyway, all right. So that's the question there. So the next one. All right. This is the last regular one. Then we'll get into the extras. Is a DC package. All right. The first one is Black Label, Batman, Catwoman, issue number 1.
Batwoman.
All right. In December 2020.
Batman.
Tom King, Jim Lee cover.
That's cool.
Yep.
Really
There
nice
you go.
cover. All right. Limited series, right? Milestone Returns, Hardware, Season 1, first issue. Very
Nice.
cool book. Good story.
Almost looks like Red Hulk.
A little bit. And this one, I really like this one. Static, Season 1, first issue.
It's a good series.
Yeah, very good
Stellar
series.
cover.
It's a key because it's the premiere issue. Now I got Justice League Quarterly featuring the Conglomerate number 1. This is from
Okay.
1990.
Is that a Hughes? That's not a Hughes cover, is it? No.
It is a Chris Spencer cover.
Okay.
It kind of does have that Adam Hughes feel to it.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, he was drawing, what was it? Justice League Europe, and he was drawing a bunch of
Wonder
Justice League
Woman.
covers at the time.
Yep.
So
He's doing lots of Wonder Woman.
And the last one is Speed Force number 1. 64-page giant.
Nice.
This is a key. It is the first appearance of Cobalt Blue. All
Right
right.
on.
okay.
The lost twin of Barry Allen.
Another speedster.
And his power, yeah, another speedster. His power is, I guess that's him over here. His power is he draws the Speed Force in some way. I forget how he does it, but anyway. So those are the DC package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DC books. Okay.
Hashtag Trev loves Marvel.
What do you think the hashtag? I almost did that. But the
Trev loves
hashtag-
Image.
The hashtag is DC.
DC.
All right.
Yes. Tough one to put in. 2 letters.
Don't misspell it, guys.
I noticed that you wrote the facts on the back there and you got it all printed
Some.
out. Very nice. Gee.
I don't do that with everything, but there are
Kudos.
some that I do that with. Yeah. So this is what he's talking about.
Mhm.
Well done. Right there. Yep. See? Factoid.
There you go.
It's all printed out nice too. I like that.
I remember one time I gave some of this stuff away
DC
to
sucks.
Master Blaster
That's mighty. That's blasphemy.
when
Blasphemy.
they were
Somebody
still
kicked
married,
some.
and he
Tina.
she writes to me. She goes, "I wish that he would do the same thing you do." I said, "I don't do it for every comic book." I said, "I do it with some comic books."
Yeah, just the keys,
And if I'm like
right?
hanging out, I said, "Hey, I think I'll do a couple of comic books." I pull some out that I think make it worthwhile to do, and I'll do it. I said, "But if I had to do it for every single one, I would kill myself." I said,
Well, you don't need to do it for everyone because they're not all keys, right? Unless you
No,
have an entire collection full of keys.
Yeah, if they're keys, yeah, then I do it. Correct.
And then a certain value. That's what I do. You know, when it's a certain value or it's a book that's special to me, I'm going to put all that crap on the back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 15. All right.
Hashtag Detective Comics. Oh, that's not right.
Yes. DC comes from Detective Comics. Correct.
Can we win
Well,
multiple?
Jackson Roykirk already is showing his
Dull
lack
comics.
of knowledge. Putting this down.
Jackson.
Yes, you can win multiple times. Why not?
Let's do that.
It's too hard.
Well, in
It's
that
too hard
case-
to eliminate people.
Yep, no limit. Set your limit.
But if
play
you want
within
the
it.
super deal, all right, you got to put in a super chat.
Which you did.
I know she
He
did.
is on that list.
Just telling the other people. And I'll go back over them before we start giving away the extras. We got 3 extras to give away.
Distinguished competition.
Distinguished.
All right.
Uh,
Triple D Adventures. Welcome. Good.
Awesome.
Thank you. That's a new person I haven't seen.
No, Mr. Andrews, you have a museum, so everything should have something written on the back of it. Holy crap. What do you mean only 3 books?
He has, what does he have? 50, how many, Steve? Like 56,000, 57,000 comic books?
He'll never tell us the exact amount
doesn't, we're
because his
guessing.
wife may be watching. So
Yeah, that's our estimate. So he probably has every book that I'm giving away and every book that
No
most of us
doubt.
have.
Yeah,
Were-
he's got crazy stuff.
Where you comment Triple D at the bottom where you comment, there's a little money sign. You click that.
What do they call that in the States there? You guys got the Library of Congress or whatever that has every single book on the world in there.
Yeah, and they have comic
That's
books.
the Canadian version is Mark Andrews' basement.
I did a video on that. You know, that's and that belongs to all of us in the U.S. Not you, Steve, but you know, it belongs to all of us. So I did a video
come
on
down
how
and visit
I
it,
am a
though.
part owner of Action Comics #1, AF-15, and others. So that was like the draw for that one. So
if you want to see great comic art in the United States, go up to Ohio State. Their library, they have a huge thing with comic strips and original comic art. It's just amazing. That's where like the Jeff Smith collection and stuff and whatnot is.
Yeah, and people do that. So if you learn about some of these universities that people have left their collections to, you know, it could be in your backyard. You know, you could see some really cool stuff.
Is it open to the public to be able to go in and see these things?
I think you can schedule it with Ohio State. So my wife interviewed there for a job just as we started dating. And it was before she knew how much I was into comics. And she was like, you know, they got this really neat thing up there. And I was like, you know, I don't want to move to Ohio, but I'll make an exception. I'll make an exception here.
Damn, that's
Thank you, Chop. Appreciate it.
Chop.
Suffer the Ohio cold winters.
Well, yes, that would have been one of the major drawbacks. Yes.
Big time.
I mean, in Raleigh, you get some winter, right? But not.
We haven't had a real winter in ages, and there was a rumor we were going to get snow next week, and it has been thoroughly debunked. So,
well, I hope not, because I'm be driving down to Florida next week.
Yeah, I want us to be the 51st state so I can get to Florida quickly. I'm moving to Miami.
I have a friend down in Naples. He's from, I think it's from the Toronto area.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell him, well, when are you coming down? He goes, I come down as soon as they let me. And I go back only because I have to.
He just waits at the border. Okay, can I come through now? Okay.
Yep, that's what he tells me. So, let's do one question before we run this one. If you could talk to your 10-year-old self,
Triple D.
and you could bring 5 bags and boards from the present, which books would you tell yourself to bag up? Holy shit, that's a tough question.
Thanks, Triple D.
Triple D, thank you. Which 5 books would I bring back? In other words, I guess books that I'd want to keep. That's interesting. I don't know. You know, really nothing particular. I'm sure there's something, but nothing particular comes to mind as being so dramatic. I mean, there are some, like Secret Wars and things like that are pretty cool, and there are some runs like the maybe from a DC perspective, maybe the Court of Owls string. You know,
Thank you, Digger.
that might be great.
Mm-hmm.
Digger, thank you so much. I appreciate it, my friend. Clean up some coins.
Yeah, he's going to give
I
it
got
to
a
you in
question
old
for you.
coins that he found.
What's your question, Trev?
What's the most important book in your collection to you?
The most important to me.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be valuable, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think now. The most important to me.
Is that too difficult?
No, I mean, there's a lot of them. I think.
Yeah.
You
To
know,
just narrow it down to one, well, then throw it a bunch.
jeez. Well, is it Avengers #4? Captain America comes back. Flash. I forget the number. Flash of Two Worlds. You know,
123.
Mm-hmm.
123.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you. That's a big one for me.
It's a great cover.
It is a cool cover.
I think X-Men #4, like the first
Magneto.
that's the second Magneto. I got the first Magneto too.
Scarlet Witch.
Magneto was in
Scarlet
one.
Witch and so forth. Yeah, that's a big one. Fantastic Four #3, only because it's the earliest one I've got. It's the one where they have the Baxter Building introduced and their flying car, whatever that was called.
Yeah,
was
Brad
introduced.
Turok 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty big one for me.
Turok one.
That's a
Turok 1,
retirement book.
I have 25 Turok 1s. No.
All in 9/8.
Well,
That's right.
Canadian survivalists. How are
Hey,
you?
how's it going?
Okay.
G'day.
All right. Let's give this one away. We have 19. Let's draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Boom.
All right. This is for the
Wheel 'em
DC
around.
books.
Who's
Turn,
getting
turn,
it?
turn.
Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Be Las Cruces.
Las
Yeah, I knew
Cruces.
it. James hadn't had a win yet, so there you go, James.
I was gonna say he wins all the time.
Yes, he does.
All
Tina,
right, so
Trev,
write
and
that
Las
down, right?
Cruces.
Let's do this so I can put this down there. Yes. Okay.
Right.
All right. So listen, I want to thank all you guys for this. It's really fantastic that you are being so selfless, I guess, and doing all of this. All right. So now we're into, I think, the extras. All right. So the first extra is firepower. All right. So let's.
That's that trade one. It's like a trade almost, right?
It is a trade. It's the first.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. I was surprised at how
Yeah.
good it was. So I'm gonna probably try to read the rest
Robert
of it.
Kirkman, man, the guy knows how to write. That's one of those hidden.
So you
gems
guys want to
that's
give me a
gonna pop up one
hashtag
day.
on this?
Firepower. Hey, you're on the nose tonight, so why not?
Right.
That's what you
Robert-
get these people start saying things like, "Oh, I can't think of one." They say, I go, just put the name of the book down.
Yeah, firepower. How easy is that?
Right.
All right. So
Or
this is
Robert
Firepower.
Kirkman. Or
It's
Kirkman.
really a good read. It really is.
It is.
This is the first. This is the what do they call this one? The Prelude.
Yeah, it's like a zero. So
It's like a
the
zero.
first one.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
There
I
was
have
a
to
free
say, I
comic
really-
book, and then the series came out, and then that trade came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I really enjoyed this one. So
There's
it's
only-
hashtag Firepower.
I think there's only 30 in the entire series, so it's
I
an
think I wrote it
achievable
down
run,
somewhere. Let me see.
and it's very inexpensive too.
It's a great read.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought I had the notes here somewhere on this thing because I
Oh,
thought I
if
wrote down some notes in case
the
I needed
TV
to.
shows ever go to like karate and ninja and all that kind of stuff, that would be one I could see them opting for.
I think it's
isn't that
possible.
opted already? I think it.
Oh,
one
it
of
might
the
have been.
many-
I don't
That
know.
was what he was saying, but I haven't heard anything since that time.
Yeah,
know?
they like to option the hell out of everything that he does, right? Because Walking Dead, they just think it could be another Walking Dead, right?
Once he did that, that was the end of it. Yeah, they all
Yeah.
said that's it. We got to do that. So
Oblivion Song is another one that could be good too.
yeah.
Nice sci-fi one.
So it says in the back here, all new series created by Robert Kirkman. Then in parentheses, they put down The Walking Dead, Invincible, Oblivion
Yeah.
Song. And Chris Samney, Daredevil. Owen Johnson's journey to China to learn about his birth parents eventually leads him to the mysterious Shaolin Temple. The students there study to rediscover the firepower, the lost art of throwing fireballs, a power they claim will be needed soon to save the world. Will Owen Johnson be the first person in 1,000 years to wield the firepower?
Yeah.
Guess what the answer is.
Spoiler alert. It's kind of the name of the book, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
I
It's
forgot.
in the name, man. Come on. If he didn't have the firepower, you'd be totally disappointed.
But
It's
look
like,
at the cover.
burn the book.
There's fire all around. Come on,
Yeah. Just burn the book. It's on fire.
right? So that's it. All right. So while we wait for that, let's see another tough question here. But these are questions by Alan. If you had to minimize your collection to a short box, which titles would you
Oof.
keep?
Jeez.
Impossible.
Blasphemy.
Well, I guess what I would go back to the comics where Mom let me keep, which was in a long box, and go through it. And I would probably keep all my Fantastic Four from that time, which I'll make round numbers. What a short box holds, what, about 150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
About
around
300 in a long box.
right. So that's about 30 some odd comic books. All my X-Men, that's about 40 some odd comic books.
Oof, running out
All
of
my
space.
Avengers, which are about another 40. So what are we up
Oof.
to? 110?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're running out of space.
I know.
Take all the bags and
I have
boards
to
out and
take
you
my
can put more in.
Spider-Man, my Spider-Man ones.
Put them in raw and it'll be fine. You can get 200.
That's about another 30 though. That only leaves
Got the
10.
last couple of them in like this.
Yeah,
Justice
take,
League.
yeah,
Then
put
you
them on
got
the
some
top.
Justice League, so yeah.
Justice League, whatever I
Stack
could
'em up.
fit in that box.
The lid
would be my
barely
early
fits
Justice
because it's
League.
stacked up.
Mhm.
We got
Digger says take the-
250 in there.
Yeah. Yeah, just picking Marvel. I was a Marvel fan back then.
Yeah,
Digger Jim says take the fifth. Yeah,
take
right.
the.
Oh boy. Anyway.
Don't answer. Don't
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. Well, you
Digger
know,
Jim is your attorney, and he's advising not to
not to
answer.
answer. That was good. All right. Let's see what we got here. Do we have enough people in here? We have 27 here, only 17. All right. I know some people don't want comic books. I understand that. Sometimes I don't enter into either. I'll do one more question and then we'll run it. When you were a kid and had a chance to, if I can't read, sorry. When you were a kid and had a chance to intern at DC or Marvel, again, and if you had a chance, I guess, how would you influence the, for example, Justice League storyline? Any new stories or characters you would try to introduce? I would definitely introduce the Finder. I mean, I think he's a character, long in coming. And the big thing about him was that I can make him look like me. That would be my answer.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
So that's it. That's the answer. All right. Let's see. All right. 18 entries. That sounds good. All right. So we'll give you a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for firepower.
Spin it.
Boom.
And who's going to get this? It's a good read. You're going to love
Who's
it.
going to have fire in their power?
Psychedelic comic,
There
Paul.
you go. Psychedelic.
All right.
Fire.
Excellent.
Well done, Paul.
You're going to love it. It's a good series if you haven't read it already. Image.
It's you're going to like, even if you don't go past this, this is a fairly good read in and of itself.
Mhm.
It's really, really quite good. Really quite good. All right. I'm tired. Okay. We have one more extra before then I'll show what the super chat people have a chance to win. And we can wrap it up, I guess, but we'll do the I'll do this off camera. I'll get all the names off of this thing. Hopefully I'm getting some of them in there, but I'll go through it again. So we did make $25. So the last extra giveaway, that's not part of the super duper giveaway, is Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #2 from my old collection. I bought it in 1973. It's seen better days, but it's a cool book. I love this cover.
You really got
It's
to
a flag cover. Hey.
Yeah.
And a key. King size. You see, I thought this was important. So I actually
got a thicker board in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty right there.
There you go.
All right. Avengers King size #10. All right.
Yep.
First appearance of Rogue and Madeline
Got some
Pryor.
value to it. That's got some value.
This does have some value. And I'll tell you something. It's in really good shape. I mean, it's not a 9.8, but it's close. I didn't check to see what the possible
Internal.
what the possible things, but it's in really good shape.
I know it's fair to get it graded.
I think I bought it online. So these are the two.
Oh, I want my book back. Jerry wants his book back.
Who wants to look at?
Jerry
Oh,
said
that was Jerry's. Jerry, did I get that one from you? It's in really good shape.
That's part of that massive giveaway you want.
That was such a massive
Right.
giveaway.
Well, Jerry's put the hashtag in, so maybe you'll get it
He
back.
wants it back now because of
Right.
the value. All right, so let's see.
Hashtag Jerry's book.
I'm gonna. That's. I'm just gonna put that down.
Jerry's
Oh my
World.
god! Oh my god! You think the same way?
Or the Jitterbug book. We do the Jitterbug.
Yeah, right. I always dance when this thing starts.
Even Richard said he's going to enter on this one, so it must be a big one.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one. And plus, the first appearance stuff. It's
Mhm.
really, really good. All right,
Whoever
so the
wins,
hashtag Jerry's book.
there you go. Whoever wins it, send it to Jerry.
Naman. Naman's here somewhere.
Nauman?
He is,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, the bookworm. Yes.
Someone's saying hi.
Sea Bizzle.
See, Bizzle, we said hi to a long time ago, I believe.
Yeah.
Ian and Becca, we didn't see you. Thank you for showing
Hey.
up.
Ian.
Sorry, I'm not that quick on this, but I'm trying to do like 3 jobs at once.
I've been sending people greetings in the chat. So
I
There you go.
appreciated that, my friend. I appreciate that.
Chuck's all over it.
All right. I don't see Naman, but thank you, Naman, for showing up. Appreciate it.
Jerry's book.
There were some really cool books in that thing. And it was great to
were.
meet Jerry. I happened to be out in Long Island visiting some friends. We went to some wineries on the North and South Fork. And so Jerry finds out because I posted something, and he writes to me. He says he has to be in the courthouse because Jerry's a lawyer, as I am. He had to be in the courthouse in the town, next town over. So he came to my hotel. We met the morning, spent a couple of minutes together, which was really cool. And he brought like a ton of books. I said, "Oh my God." So I went through, pulled out ones that I wanted to keep. This is actually one I wanted to keep, but I felt that I needed to put something in here that people would, some stuff of value that people would like.
Mhm.
So that's why I put
Something
it
with
in
a bit of panache.
there. Yeah.
That works. That's a good book. I have that one in my collection too.
Doug Bratton and Chris Bigger. Yeah. Where the heck are they? Well, I know that
Well, we have to say DC enough times, and then Chris will show up
and Chris will
magically.
show up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
DC.
I know that Dave said his daughter's getting ready to go back to college, so he would drop by if he could. There's Chris.
There's Chris. See, it works. We just have to say DC enough times.
There he
Chris
is.
shows up. Hi, Chris.
Here's a new guy for me. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome.
Jonathan.
Appreciate it.
Bonilla.
Batman's here. Oh my God. Hope you didn't hear me say bad things about him earlier.
Batman.
Welcome. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see. I got a couple more questions. Let's do one here. The folded up mailers. Were such a fun piece of comic history. It's one of my favorites. It really gave people the history of where books came from and from when. Are there any other fun facts about these books or any other fun ways comics were shipped around? Back at that day, I mean, it was sometimes you really couldn't find the books in the local like candy stores, basically, because there were no LCSs.
Yeah.
You had to go like basically there were candy stores, or there were stores where they sold, or they were newspaper stands, and it was a lot of times it was hit or miss. My friend John kind of knew when they were coming in because his uncle owned a newspaper stand, and so we would go to the local candy store, we called it, where they sold newspapers. There was a place where you could sit down and get like shakes and things like that. And so he would find out from his uncle, and we would sometimes sit there waiting for the truck to come. I remember there was a Batman annual coming in, and we were sitting there for a while. It never showed up. The truck never showed up. So that was imperfect. So if I really liked a particular book, like Justice League, some of the like Forever People, Mr. Miracle, those are the 70s. That's why, even though I stopped really collecting in around 72, I had subscriptions that continued on to about 74 in some instances. Justice League, like I said, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. I tried to collect them via subscription if I could. And the subscriptions were pretty cheap. I mean, it was like a couple of bucks for the year or something like that. I mean, it was nothing,
Yeah. They did the same thing with magazines too. You could get magazines in the subscription, but it would come out in the flat one, but it had the brown paper envelopes on the outside of it. Because Mark Andrews sent me a bunch. He gifted me a whole bunch of them, Mad books that had the actual mailers with them still, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, later on, I don't know if it was Marvel. It might have been Marvel before DC. Later on, they came flat. But the ones that I got flat were like 80-page giants, or
they're too hard to fold, right?
Too hard to fold. Although for the Justice League, because Justice League for a while, their regular issues were like 64-page giants or something like that. They folded those, so that was it. So other than that, I don't know that they came any other way. And of course, as things started moving over into LCSs, it became a whole different story, So, and that's kind of how I got back involved back around 2005 or so, because I happened to go into one of these stores to see what things were like. and I got hooked on All-Star Superman, and it got me into comic books again. So anyway,
greatest Superman story ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh.
Now, if Batman or Superman wins this, you're going to have to get in contact with Joe, and he's going to find out who made all these accounts.
Right?
Turns out it's Jerry. Jerry's feverishly making new accounts so he can get his book back.
Oh, wait a minute. You can see Doug Bratton here.
Yep.
Yes, there's Ben Compton's here.
Thank you. And Ben Compton, too?
Yeah, just got here.
Oh, here he is.
Yep.
Got in time for Jerry's book.
Yeah.
Now, whoever wins this, Jerry's going to pay you a lot of money to get this book back.
He's going to send Bruno to your house to collect.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right. I used to go to a newsstand in front of a bus stop going to New York City called the Jigger Shop. The comic rack was in the left back corner, right?
Yep.
And sometimes those books were in pretty bad shape.
You know? Oh, in those racks? Yeah, they just crammed them in there.
Them. And, you know, they used to rip off the top so they didn't have to send them back. Yeah. You know, but I used to see them. They used to come with the wire around them sometimes. You know?
Oh, yeah,
They had paper around there. Yeah. But then the guy would come with the truck and just throw it on the sidewalk. Yep. Now, we didn't think much of it in those days. Now I'd go, what are you doing?
Yeah, I know, you freak out now. You want something from the middle of that stack where it's not too badly damaged.
There's Superman.
But they were all newsstands.
But they were.
That's true. That's true.
It's the same even up here in the, you know, in the 70s and any of the convenience stores and stuff. We'd have the spinner racks in there too, just crammed full of comic books. And it's just like you, Joe. It'd be hit and miss, you know, because we had a few LCSs, but you'd have to go to the big cities to hit those.
Yeah, and even though I was in Manhattan, you know, I was a little kid, so my sphere of walkability and stuff was relatively small. There was one 2 blocks away from me, right? And there was one across the street from my school. Those are the only 2 I knew about. And there was a guy who sold this stuff for 5 cents. He used to buy it from kids for 2 cents. It was a bookstore. And sell them for 5. I was a big client of his. And I have a few of his. I mean, sometimes they were written on. He would write free on the cover. Go in the free pile, Joe. I said, okay. And he'd have free on all the covers written like with a magic marker, you know. So I think I have Amazing Adult Fantasy number 10 I got from him. I still have that one. And it's got free written on it, you know. So it's kind of funny.
Still, that's cool. That again, it adds to the you know, the history of that book.
He used to stand on the stock books to reach the top on it. So. Yeah. All right.
He used to have a whole cartoon about that where Charlie Brown's trying to climb up the rack to get to the books in the back, and everything falls down. He says, "I don't know why the guy's so grouchy about all these books. They shouldn't be left on the floor like this." So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to show how important this book is or was, whatever. I don't even know here it is. Now, where is it?
Got 30 entries now and 31 in the chat.
I know. Can you imagine that? All right.
Everybody wants Jerry's book.
But not only will you get Jerry's book, you'll get one of Joe's books.
Yeah, Jerry and Joe. They get them to sign it. Get them both to sign those books.
Let's see who wins Jerry's book.
I mean, you got the whole Justice
League. If it's Jerry. If it's Jerry, I don't want to hear anything about it. Okay. I don't want to see any rigs down there. All right, here we go, guys.
No more than normal.
No more than normal.
No Funko. I think you got in just in time, maybe. We'll see.
And it's gonna be
go.
Dagger.
There you go.
Good job, Dagger.
Dagger, you got it. I don't know. Send me on Instagram. Send me your information so I know where to send the stuff. Okay. Because I don't think I have your information. All right.
He's Canadian as well.
He's Canadian as
Joe,
well.
check the private chat real quick.
Yeah, I'm not getting over the wall. I gotta send a dragon down for 2 parcels now.
Sorry.
Naman in the back.
There he is, Naman.
Naman.
Thank you, Naman. How are you?
Hello, Joe. Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. You missed all the giveaways except for the big one.
Yeah,
which I'm going to go over now.
Just in time.
Man, if you put me on backstage, I could have rigged it. Dang on it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. You know why? Because you ended up below everything, so I didn't see it. So that until somebody told me to look and take a look. All right. So
happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you so much.
You did all the giveaways?
Yes, I'm just going to explain about the super duper giveaway, which we're not going to do tonight because I have to put it all together. I'm going to do a special video on it and publish it.
I have a
tomorrow
giveaway
or Sunday.
in your name too. So if you
should do a duck race or something for it. That'd be
cool.
Do a
duck race?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. That's just going to take a while to give because you guys have been so great. Put in so much. You've done so much here. I really, really think you guys are fantastic, and I love you for it. Putting in all this money for St. Jude's Hospital, and I also want to just quickly before we keep going on this to recognize my channel members.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that we have here, we've got a bunch of people. We have the Chrononauts, all right, at $3.99, and we have the Anachronists at $1.99. All the money that I get goes to both St. Jude's Research Hospital and the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Today, we're just collecting for St. Jude's. And so once I get the next thing from YouTube, which they said will be around January 22nd, we're going to be over $500 that we've collected just over the last year. You saw some people had a 12-month anniversary. They were the first people that signed up, I think. So we've got, but in about 12 months, we've put together over $500 that have gone to these two really, really worthwhile organizations.
Awesome.
So if you're thinking about helping to support, these two organizations, all the money that I get, whether it's from the store or from the channel membership, will go to these two organizations. And I don't collect the money and go out and buy great books and do giveaways like that, but I do go out and get some stuff together. And besides having a couple of member-only live chats, and I've put together some stuff for members. This T-shirt is one that people were able to get if they wanted to. What I did was I paid for them, and when people gave me the money for it, I gave that money to minus the postage to the two organizations. And I've also done some other things where we've given away some material. So if you're interested, please let me know. Join up. I would appreciate it. Gary, 12 months. Thank you. All right. So Nama, did you have anything you wanted to say before I go over this with everybody again?
Yeah, I have something to give away, but
great.
I quite know. How do you want me to do it? How do you want me to do the giveaway?
Well, Jackson Roykirk doesn't want to do a duck race, so I think we should do a duck race.
No duck race. I'm famous for taking the duck race to the length, so I'm sure nobody wants
really
duck
want to
race
do it
when
now.
I'm here.
We'll do a hashtag, Nam, and you tell me what the hashtag is, and then you show everybody.
Bookworm.
Bookworm. Yeah.
Okay.
Bookworm sounds good.
I'm gonna first three books I'm gonna show you. Okay, so.
Okay, we'll bring it up once you show the books. Go ahead.
Here's a.
Oh, Comics Curing Cancer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good.
Was that from Hero? That was Heroes Con?
Yeah, Heroes Con one. I think I signed it inside. I think I got many people as possible to sign inside.
There's one on the front cover there. There's a signature.
And there's one for
Austin LeMay. Yeah, he did the.
He did the cover. I think. Let me double check on this, but I think there was a. Well, I'm not gonna open that. I try to get it. Everybody who was there where
you
I
tried to get their signatures.
Yeah,
well, that's a great book then.
Whoever worked on it. So
I'm hashtagging this one.
And then I got two more books on top of that, and then I throw it in a mystery box. Okay, so
wow.
Okay, here's everybody recognize this one.
Oh yeah, Gary's book.
I had to hide that book when I read it.
Oh, it's signed.
Signed by the man himself.
Damn. Now it's like double and
mine isn't signed. Gary says he won't sign mine.
Yeah.
And I got another author.
Oh, there you go.
And his name is
that guy.
I think I know that author.
Yeah.
Who do you think this might be? Hint, hint.
I think I know who
hint,
that
hint. You think
Is there a
this
little
guy is-
similarity there? I think so.
Do you
So-
ever read? Do you ever read the comments underneath that? You know, the comments on the book, and you know, Gary knows how to write erotic stuff because these people love it. It's like, oh, he's one of the best erotic writers I've ever had. You know.
So, Saw 3, and then I'm gonna throw in 5 books from Bronze Age mystery box. So,
All right, that's awesome.
right.
Okay,
So,
so let me
however
let me
you want
get
to call
this
it.
up for you. Hold on.
Happy birthday, Joe!
Thank you.
We appreciate you, man.
You're a fantastic person. I really appreciate you. Let me get this thing up here. Giveaway 2. All right.
Man, make me
And
smaller now. You can.
all right. So it's hashtag bookworm
Oh, bookworm.
There you
Hashtag
go.
bookworm.
for 5, a mystery box of 5, and
I think that should fit into one Gemini box, right? I think
The
that would
Gemini?
fit into
Probably.
Gemini mailer. Yeah,
Yeah,
it should.
yeah.
That should.
because
Fit.
I don't want to make it any bigger than Gemini box. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'm getting in on this one. All right. Okay, I think I have one more question. Paint the picture for us. When you collected as a kid, what did these shops, newspaper stands, conventions look like? I never got to go to a convention. What other items did they sell? Were kids folding up comics and putting them under their arms when they left? Well, like I mentioned, there was one across the street from my school that actually did like egg creams. I used to go in there for an egg cream, which has no eggs in it. He had a small table. He used to watch the kids because he was afraid kids would take stuff from him. He had sold. You walked in on the left side was all candy, like a stand with candy, and at the top, so it was pretty high. Then he had a small area where he had newspapers below it, and then a counter, and that's where you got your drinks, or if you had ice cream or whatever else. And then straight ahead of you as you walked in, and to the left, he had some magazines, and straight ahead of you is where you put the comic books. And he had a few comic books on a counter in front of the candy, too. So and it was a small place, so you had to kind of maneuver yourself around. That was a place across from school. The one that was closer to my house was bigger, and he had a counter that went like an L-shaped counter, and then he had, as you walked in, the counter was to your left and in front, and kind of in front of you, and on the wall that was adjacent to the door, as already had magazines, newspapers on the, like a little table in front of it. Mm-hmm. And on the right side is where the comic books were. And what I remember about that was that it was never full. That's why sometimes it was difficult to get the comic books that you wanted, because either he didn't get them or whatever. Because I'm not sure how they did it, but you didn't always find a comic book.
Maybe they had a problem with distribution like they do now.
I guess so. I mean, in Staten Island, I used to go to one, which was called the what was the name of that thing? The Sugar Bowl. And basically, it was similar thing, and they had comic books there. And that was the only place out of the places that I went in my small area where I could find Tower Comics, which had the Thunder Agents in there.
But they didn't have like a con or anything in your area?
A what?
A Comic-Con or anything like that?
They did. The first Comic-Cons were just up the road on 34th Street and 33rd Street. But I was,
too little for
1961, 62 would pass for Comic-Cons, those original things. There was I was a little kid. I wasn't going to go there on my own. And my parents didn't know anything about that stuff. They were working in a factory making men's clothing and stuff like that. So that was not for me. And if you get into the 70s, I could have went, but that was when I was starting to kind of, I was in college and I was getting ready to graduate, and I just started to not
leaving your kiddie stuff behind.
Comics,
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the idea behind that. So now I used to sit on the stoop with my best friend John, And we were the ones that basically traded comics most of the time. Some other people had comics and we talked about them, but he was the guy that I traded comics with, used to buy comics. And we just try to make our 10 cents and then our 12 cents go as far as we could. So he'd buy some, I'd buy some, and we'd read them, and we'd trade them and reading them in that respect.
Now, why did they call it a stoop? That's a wild name for it, eh? Why is it a stoop?
I don't know. We played stoop ball too, because you banged the ball off the stoop. We played stoop
on the
ball,
front porch.
punch ball, stick ball. You had to go. We went by the post office because the post office had no windows.
Yeah.
So if you went down by the Hudson River, the post office was there, and you can play off of that. Now, sometimes it didn't stop us from playing another where there were windows, and we break a few here or there. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Are there any conventions you are going to in the near future? Not really. I went to New York Comic Con this time. I know a lot of people go to Heroes. If it continues, I might at some point make that trip. But right now, I'm tasked with trying to get a house we're building in Cape Cod done, and then selling our house in New York. So we're going to split our time between Florida and Cape Cod. So, I mean, Florida, I guess it's a possibility, going to Orlando and that type of stuff. So,
MegaCon.
Yeah, that's possible, I suppose. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
When is Heroes? Is that in June sometime?
Yeah, it's generally it's the Father's Day weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm only trained right away from that, so I can make that.
Say that. So
Nice.
I'm waiting for Chuck to invite me to stay over his house.
Yeah, I got to get down there.
That's
I
fine.
really got to get to that one.
I just have to warn the boss ahead of time. That's all.
All right.
Honey, we're starting a little B&B here.
Wrong, Jackson. Wrong.
Stoop.
Digger Jam has the date.
Yeah, Digger Jim
Hashtag
says June 19th to
Stoop.
the 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Jim.
Okay.
Not Father's Day weekend this year.
Okay, that's the first time in a long time then.
Yeah,
This.
which is good. All right, so we've got 32 people here, and we've got 27
Great number.
that are interested in the pornography. I mean, in the books that Naman graciously has added to the number of books we've given away.
My wife say has to leave my house. That's why I'm giving it away.
We got to get out. No pornography in the house.
All right.
Most of the collection
5,
right
4, 3, 2, 1.
And
Draw.
Dun, 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 dun. A signed book.
Of fish.
And the winner is
Several signed books.
Yes.
23.
There you go. Good job.
Excellent.
Congrats.
Good.
All right,
Stoop is just that
fantastic.
far
23
off
just
the
he's just across the border. So
Yeah, that's good. So you'll be
Mulch's
you gotta
wife
go to-
just said, "Great."
Well, no, but don't you see, Terrificon is actually closer to me where I am right now than Cape Cod. Cape Cod is going to be a long trip. As a matter of fact, I was going to go to Terrificon this
All
year.
right, we're going to go over some recent arrivals.
Yeah, I was going to Terrificon this year, but didn't get a chance to do it. So I'm not sure if we're still around here next year, which we might be, because it might be towards the end of the year where everything starts to go. Then I might go to Terrificon this next year. Yes, Munch, congratulations, terrific.
you got my point.
Yeah. All right. So
I see that my home
Nomin's porn. That should
my
have been the
phone found a
hashtag.
good home. I see.
Thanks.
You gonna sign
Psychedelic
those
Comics.
books too, Norman?
Huh?
Psychedelic Comics did the explanation of a stoop.
Yeah, they
All right,
decide
so-
by rightful person. Yeah.
So here's how it's going to work now. Everybody that's put in a super chat, no matter what the amount, is eligible for the following giveaway. One person's going to win. I'm going to go through everything. I have Chuck or Steve, I guess, is putting down names. I'll double check with them.
Yeah.
We'll do something, a wheel, maybe a duck thingamajiggy or what have you. I'll put it all together over the next day or so. I don't know if I'll go live or not. I might do it live. If I do, I'll let everybody know if you want to, take a look in. But if not, I'll just do the video on it, and
wait.
I will then.
Oh wait,
you know-
so we the donate the money today?
Yes, right now.
On the
Yes.
super chat. Oh,
I'm going
okay.
over it now to give people an opportunity who have not done it before to do it now. So
Like
here
how
is what
much?
you, whatever.
Any amount.
$10,000.
At least $10
$1 million.
We had to reach $100, Naman, and we did.
Uh-huh.
We surpassed that.
Oh,
You
you
have to do it
passed
like this.
$100.
$1 million.
Dollars.
There's Chris
Chris
Bigger right
Bigger.
there. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Chris,
Appreciate it.
going on the list.
Bobby says, looking forward to my 70. So am I. Hopefully it'll happen. My wife says, why do you say things like that? I said, because I'm of age. You know, I went for my physical. And suddenly I've always been in really great shape, you know, not take any pills, nothing like that. You know, people can say, you're not taking anything. I just started taking the statin like a year and a half ago. Because I always had like, you know, my cholesterol level was always iffy. And so I decided to go that route, just to take it, try to keep it okay. Right. But that's basically it. So now I'm looking at my doctor says, oh, look at this. Oh, you might have to do this. So look at it. So I'm sitting there looking at him and saying, Doc, my body is betraying me. So you know what his answer was to me? What do you expect? You have a 74-year-old body. Well, that's not what I want to hear.
Yeah. Like put me into one of those young 20-something bodies. Let's
Right.
do
But
transfer of consciousness, like something constructive.
Where's Dr. Frankenstein when you need him?
Yeah.
Anyway, so let me show everybody what the story is. So if you are one of the people that put in a super chat, this is what you're eligible for, and we'll put it together in the next day or two. You are eligible for 4. You can win, put it this way, 4 different slabs. 2 radiant black slabs.
Aha.
Wow, Naman.
Nice job, Naman.
Naman. Woo! Naman, excellent. Thank you, my friend. Well, look at that. $20. Fantastic. All right. So 2 of those. Also, you get Superman number 82, collector's edition. A lot of that super chrome goodness on this one. I don't know if you can tell, there's a lot of glare on this. Superman back for good. This is a Jurgens cover, isn't it? Yeah. Dan Jurgens. Reign of the Supermen. This is when Superman finally comes back. And the 4th one is Spider-Man Marvel Snapshots number 1 from 2020. And the thing I like the most about this, Doug, it doesn't work? Oh my God. All right. No problem, Doug. Don't worry about it. Okay. And you get the mystery mailer. We just talked about the mailers. This was my address when we moved to Staten Island.
There's an X-Men 1 in there.
No, this is from 1974.
Okay.
And I didn't subscribe to that at that time. It could be a Justice League of America. It could be a Spider-Man.
So it's a Justice League 123.
It could be an X-Men. I don't remember if I was Fantastic Four or Avengers, but those are the 4.
You have a mystery mailer box, and we have to open it? Oh my God.
It could be a demon.
It's
It could
an
be a Forever
FF48.
People.
Yeah.
It could be a oh Jesus, what the heck is the name of the other one that he had? Mr. Miracle. And the 4th one,
New Gods.
could be. Well,
Gods?
I don't know if I subscribe to New Gods, but who was the kid that was in the future? What's his name?
Commandy.
Commandy.
Oh, Commandy.
Yeah.
Could be a Commandy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it is, but you're gonna have to. So I'm just giving to you. I have about 10 of these left, so I took one out for you guys.
Oh my God.
And because we got to over 100, the winner gets this as well. This is a print by Arthur Adams that I bought. He signed it at the bottom. All right. It's an expansion of the cover of Fantastic Four number 100. You know, what you can see here, the thing. I mean, basically the thing was about this big, and he just expanded the entire picture. It's really cool. It's really good. I'm not sure I'm going to send this to you, but I'll have to figure out a way to do it. All right. So everybody that put in a super chat, I'm going to put it together in some sort of way, either tonight or tomorrow. Put it together, make a video of it, maybe live, maybe not, and we'll find out who the winner is, and we'll get it out to you as soon as we can.
Thank you, Ian.
We got Ian and Becca, $5. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yes, great giveaways all night long, Joe.
I'm tired of giving stuff away, though, Trey. Now, I want to just say one thing before we end this thing up, okay? I am fortunate, to get in a few days to age 74 and, be in reasonably good shape, although things are going downhill fast, guys, and, have basically had a really great career, had wonderful parents. My sister passed away from cancer at a relatively early age. I've outlived both my sister and my mother, who died at age 72 from cancer. And that's why I support Comics Curing Cancer as well. The thing about it is, as you get older, and I know a lot of times this is easier when you're retired and all that, but the one thing that I always remember was, because I was still am kind of a big Beatles fan, is their line, "The love you take is equal to the love you make." And sometimes that's lost on us. And the thing is that there are a lot of people, who they hate you because of who you voted for, or your race, or where you came from and stuff like that. I'm way beyond that. It's not something I think about. I mean, I've done things for people that I don't even know. And I think at this point, I'm fortunate enough to be in that position where I could do it. And so I do it. And I tell you, it feels really good. And so what I would tell you is, if you're down or whatever, just carve out a part of the world's heart and collect it for yourself. And so be part of the heart that's kind of the world, and just think about things in a positive way and how you can help people. I mean, there are bad people in the world. Believe me, I think they should be punished and all this, but most people are not that way. So to me, doing something like this, being involved with you guys has been really fantastic. A friend of mine is retiring next week. His wife says, "I don't know what he's going to do." I said, "Well, you know what? I relaxed for a while, and then I started doing this." Matter of fact, if you watch the beginning of the video, the beginning video, you'll see his wife, Donna, and my wife saying happy birthday to me, and I said, find something to do. And this to me has been a lot of fun, and getting to meet all you guys has been really great. So I really appreciate you and everything that you've done to help us, raise this money. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes too. I think, I'm getting more emotional as I go on. So I'm going to stop it now before I get a little bit more emotional. But I think I just want to thank you guys again for showing up and for watching my videos. I try to do the best that I can, with some of them. And I try to make them as interesting as I can make them. And I appreciate all you guys coming around and helping me out. So
go Joe.
With that,
hey, Joe, appreciate you the invite.
I appreciate all you guys.
Super happy to be part of your community.
Well, yeah, I mean the whole community is fantastic, and I really love you guys.
It is. It truly is.
All right, guys. So with that, thanks again, everybody, and we'll say good night. And happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday.